We've all had those days. You work 8 grueling hours, constantly switching between emails, pings, and minor emergencies, only to reach 5 o'clock and realize you didn't finish a single meaningful piece of work. The problem usually starts with how we frame our schedules. We tell ourselves we don't have time to get things done, rather than lacking the hours. In the next 5 minutes, we are going to close that gap. We're going to build a strict 5-step daily operating system that strips away the chaos and guarantees you complete your most important work every single day. To set this up, you only need 3 things: a digital calendar, a pen and paper, and a free account on an automated scheduling app like Calendly. Shifting from a passive victim of the clock to an active architect of your schedule is the only reliable way to execute your high-priority goals. Let's start with step 1. This flowchart maps out step 1, audit and filter. When you look at tomorrow's inbound requests and obligations, you need to apply author Derek Sivers' rule: hell yeah or no. If someone asks you for a meeting or a favor, and your reaction is merely maybe or kind of all right, your default answer must be no. You have to aggressively decline these mediocre requests to protect your bandwidth. Step 2 is setting your daily highlight. This is a framework taken straight from Jake Knapp and John Zaratsky's book, Make Time. Each morning, you must decide on exactly one task that will be your highlight of the day. It should be the single most urgent, satisfying, or fun thing you need to accomplish. The biggest mistake here is picking 3 or 4 things. You only get 1. Take your physical pen and paper. I use a wooden analog system by Ugmonk, and write that single highlight in bold letters at the very top. Locking in this single daily highlight creates a psychological safety net. If your entire afternoon falls apart, but you still manage to complete that one specific task, your day was a success. Step 3, the brain dump. Look at all the other minor tasks you have to deal with and write them down on your physical list right beneath your highlight. Getting them out of your head stops them from slipping through the cracks. Next, we apply time blocking. This means assigning a dedicated calendar slot for every single task, a tactic utilized by executives like Elon Musk. To understand why scheduling works, look at Parkinson's law. Work expands to fill the time allotted to it. If you have a YouTube video to film and you leave your entire Tuesday open to do it, it will take you all day. We commonly give mundane tasks way too much calendar space, simply because that space happens to be empty. This timeline shows how to combat that by enforcing artificial deadlines. If you have a project you think might take 4 loose hours, cut it down and schedule it for a strict 60-minute block. Right now, open your digital calendar and drag a dedicated block of time onto the grid for your daily highlight, and then do exactly the same for every other minor item on your brain dump list. A loose to-do list is merely a wish. A time-blocked calendar forces reality to accommodate your work. Step 4 is securing your protected time. Look at your schedule and block out a massive, uninterrupted chunk of your day. For me, that is the first 4 hours of the morning. You have to establish hard rules for this window. Absolutely no Zoom calls, no team meetings, and no external obligations are allowed in this block. It is entirely yours for deep work. Of course, you will still need to schedule meetings outside of that protected block, but going back and forth over email to find a time that works across 3 different time zones destroys your daily momentum. This split screen shows why you should automate this process immediately. Set up an account on Calendly, define the hours you are actually available, and send an automated link to anyone requesting a call so they can book the slot themselves. Step 5 is delegation. To do this properly, you need to calculate exactly what an hour of your time is worth in dollars. Let's say you value your time at $25 an hour. Look at the minor items on your task list. If something like raw data entry or cleaning your apartment can be outsourced for less than your personal hourly rate, you should hire someone else to do it. Aggressively protecting your peak hours while paying to offload low-value tasks frees you up to do the deep work that actually grows your output. You now have a working daily system, a filtered calendar, a single physical highlight, tight time blocks to prevent procrastination, and an automated scheduler protecting your inbox. When you finish your scheduled work, close the loop by physically crossing off that daily highlight on your desk. It clearly signals to your brain that the workday is officially over. If you're a high achiever, you might still feel a twinge of guilt. You might look at your crossed-off highlight and beat yourself up because you didn't manage to film 5 extra videos or write an extra chapter. Beating yourself up doesn't finish those extra tasks. It just leaves you chronically dissatisfied. You have to actively choose to be satisfied with completing your highlight. Celebrating that single daily win prevents burnout and gives you the exact momentum you need to start again tomorrow. If you want to dive deeper into this system, check out the description for a link to my Skillshare courses on creator productivity, as well as my full summary of the book Make Time. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.